need to have been a mentee before you can become a mentor?
I know some of the programs, part of their succession planning is that people come into the workplace mentorship program as a mentee and eventually evolve into becoming their mentors. Do you actually need to be a mentee before you become a mentor? From a formal perspective, I don't think so. I think that, if you have those skills and abilities, those attributes that we look for in a great mentor, I don't think that having mentee experience is paramount. It's kind of my story about one of my age-old conversations around, do I need to have industry-specific experience? And my answer has always been, it's a nice to have, not a need to have. And I would say same thing would sort of apply here is, do I as a mentee, as a mentor, do I need to have experience as a mentee? It's a nice to have, but not a need to have.
I think it kind of relates back to your first question, Martin, and that is that, as we move forward in time, everything is changing constantly. So, the experiences that someone may have had in the past as a mentee doesn't mean that that's going to be an exact replica when they become a mentor. Part of being a good mentor is being able to deal with the fluidity and change, in my perspective, of what's going on and how to take good questions and assemble them in a way that you can come up with good answers to deal with the current circumstance of whatever's going on in your particular world.
I would lean to, yes, it's great if you have been a mentee because you have an experience to draw from. However, if you don't have that and you're going to move into being a mentor, then be very clear about what does mentoring mean, to define the terms and concepts and agree with them in your own head, heart, and hands if you're going to move into it. Because if you don't define the terms and concepts and all of a sudden you hang up your shingle and you say, I'm going to mentor now, right? And yes, I've never had any experience of mentee, but I got lived experience in such and such, or right, I know how to do that. Then be very clear what mentorship is about before you start sharing. That would be my answer.
Okay, so I just like to add on this. So as per Martin question, yeah, that's correct. That's for the communication here. But like for mentee, having expectations from the mentor, that's correct. But mentor can be a mentee for someone else, for a new person. Mentor can also be a mentee for someone else, but mentor cannot be a mentee for the same person. Like there is mentor and mentee, right? So mentor can be a mentee to different person. Like I'm a mentee for Dr. Stephen, and Stephen sir can also be a mentee for someone else, right? Like that. But Stephen sir cannot be a mentee for me, because I do have expectation. So once so this is I think the question.
Great. Well, I'm recognizing we're gone just a little bit past our time, but I want to thank you, Martin. That was a great question, because even myself, I sort of went a little, oh, hang on a minute, I got to have to think about that. So this clip of this last few minutes here, I'm going to put it out with that question and see if we can't spark some more conversation, even if it's only on YouTube. So thank you, Martin. Appreciate it.
Very good. Thank you.
Okay.
It's a pleasure.
Yes.